Hi everybody, it's Lene. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel today. I'm going to be setting up here, getting our wax seals and this new silicone mat I have. The idea today is that we'll be making wax seals ahead of time so that you can make them and use them whenever you want without having to set everything up. It's really handy to use the silicone mat, and I just want to give you some basic hints and tips using that. All right, you guys, I wanted to show you my new little setup for doing some Christmas wax melts. Of course, you could do them for any occasion, using this silicone mat that already has these little well spaces to pour, and I'm going to try it out for the first time. And then the idea is that when they're dry, you just pull them out, and then you put these adhesive dots on the back, and you have a little adhesive wax melt, stamped wax, when you're ready to use it. So I am starting out by using a little ice block, just a little cold pack really, and I like to get my seal nice and cold. I also have this little collection. They're star shaped, which I thought was really cute for Christmas, but look at all the different colors. I tried it out with some yellow. Don't forget, you know, you can just reuse your wax, just toss them back in there. Some of them didn't quite work out. But I really love all the colors. I got this from Temu. I got several of the other things from Amazon. So I'll link everything down below the video. I got this great set on Amazon, and it has all these little Christmas seals. Here's one that's like a little Santa in a sleigh and a snowflake. No, that's not a snowflake. That's a Christmas tree. And a snowflake and a little pine bough with ornaments. And what is that? Santa. Sorry, Santa. And then this one is a little candy canes. All right, as you can see here, this has been melting. I started the camera when it started melting, and this has taken 4 minutes. And I think we've got enough here of the wax. We want to make sure that little guy goes under. And then we've got a little metallic gold marker to color them. All right, let's see if this is nice and cold. Oh yes, it's nice and cold. The reason I like to put this on an ice pack is that when you set this down on that hot wax, it helps it from sticking when you remove it. So that's just a nice little tip for you. All right, let's see how we're going. I think we're just about done. I love the idea of being able to mass produce these. I think there's 24 little molds here. And you could just do some, after we do this one, we'll do a little swirl one. So I think we're good. Okay, we don't want to overcook. All right, let's just do this one right here. Now, some people don't like to fill them up all the way because that's just a lot of wax and they get really, really thick. And if you're putting these on the outside of the envelope, which I don't know if I'd recommend doing that. Not all post offices are the same. All right, so we're gonna make sure that this is going up and down. Sometimes I like to put a little mark right there with a Sharpie pen so you know which direction you're going. I guess that only matters if you're stamping on paper, Lene. All right, so that's going to fill that out really nicely. Just making sure it doesn't tip over. There we go. That's just going to take a second to set up. So anyway, my point being, when you put them on the outside of the envelope, as we traditionally do, the U.S. Post Office says you can't have an envelope wider or thicker than 1/4 inch. So if you have a very thick wax melt, which these would make thick ones, sometimes if you do a real thin layer on your envelope and you stamp it directly on the envelope, you're good. I would say these are more for crafting with than they are for mailing. And I have another video which I'll put on the end of this where I give you some ideas on how to use them on cards. And I'm using these on some little gift pockets for Christmas, so I'll attach that video as well. All right, I think we might be ready because this is cold. Should lift, nope, it's saying no. It should just lift right off. All right, so while we're doing that, let's go ahead and start another color. And I'm thinking a swirl with, should we do, I don't have white, how about green? Or gold would be really pretty. Let's do some gold. So we don't want to waste our red that we already have in there. And then I've got this little piece that's like stuck on my plate. There we go. I got this plate because I just got it thrifting, and it's a milk plate, milk glass, which I collect, and I'm really happy with it. So I thought I'm going to use that special plate. All right, so while that's melting, I'm going to reach over here and grab, I have a little spatula that I got, which I'm pretty happy with. And this is great for just sort of scraping things out. You can get these for like $1. And it helps kind of scrape everything else out when you're done. And then when we're done, I'll show you how I clean it out. Everybody kind of has their own method of doing that. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so the idea is you're just gonna pull that right out, and then taking our little marker, and that's a raised, image there. You can just kind of go over that with the marker, and it's just gonna kind of stick to that raised image of the 2 candy canes and the little bow. And of course you don't have to use this, but I figure, you're going to all that work, it should be seen. There we go. Looks just like that. Okay, that one's not too bad. Okay, we're back. I think I put too much gold in it, but it's gonna look great. Let's see. Okay, let's give it a pour. I like the marbling. That's cool. Okay. Now to clean this out, I have a little squeegee, right? Take that and get rid of the excess. We can just put it kind of in an extra one because these just peel right off. I like to do that while it's hot. But first, Lene, put down your stamp. Okay, that's just gonna sit there. And then I'm just taking this wet wipe. That's like 4 wet wipes because I don't want to get burned. And I just wipe that out, set it on something like a plate. And then this should be good to lift out here because it's cold. It's not gonna stick. Okay, yep, there we go. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it set there. That's really cool marbling. I really like that. And instead of doing, because there's so much gold in it, I think I'm gonna take the silver pen and go over the images with the silver. Okay, maybe I'll just try that while it's still a little, there we go. Yeah, that's gonna show up really nicely. It almost shows it better than it did on the red. Okay, there's the little bows, the strings from the bows. All right, so when this is ready, I'm gonna move this out of the way so we don't cause fire. When this is ready, this will just pop right out. And then I wanted to show you guys the little adhesive, double-sided adhesive circles. These just peel right off. And then you would just center that right there. And then that is a great little embellishment that you can set aside for when you're ready to use them. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial for Christmas wax seals. Hopefully I'll have some more going that I can show you in the little thumbnail for the video. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'll see you over on Lene Creates.